Hi there, this is your reading, Vanessa. I've just finished it. I've just come out of doing your reading. And the reason I write it all down when I'm doing the reading is because sometimes there are pauses and I'm asking questions, and sometimes it takes a little while for that information to come through. But I've done it. It's all here. So I've done a reading on the question that you asked about expanding the magazine and flowing into more of being in workflow and creation. So I always have two questions, and the first question is, how does Vanessa need to change to be more satisfied with her business? And this kind of opens up the flow of the information being able to come through. So the first thing I get is I see the structure of you, the structure of your business, and then all around it is this massive puddle. Now, the thing is, I know exactly what that means. It means if you were just to melt away all of your expectations, all of your intentions, all of everything, and just kind of go, just let's look at this from new eyes. So all of this just dissipates, dissolves down, melts away. All that's left is the actual energy of you, like your soul, and the energy of your business. So like that, there's no barriers, there's no human, there's no structure, there's nothing standing in the way of it just being completely and utterly present, so that you can look at it with new eyes. So what I get is the puddle, and you taking yourself out of the business, because sometimes what we do is we go forwards with a business that we think, that's a good idea, I know exactly how to do that. And you keep doing the same thing, but it doesn't seem to sort of grow and evolve and take on new form or have new ideas. It's because often the human's in the way and we're thinking what needs to be done rather than really listening and asking the questions, allowing the spirit of the business to come through and kind of go, this is what we're here for. So when I'm asking what you need to do to be more satisfied, it's just a change in your energy that I can then read and understand what needs to come through. So you melt away from the business. I did this for someone else when it was to do with her book, and I was told, take your name off the book. Now, it's something very similar to you. It doesn't mean that's you need to do that. It just means take a step back and look at it through new eyes. But a human, of course, because we're so tied into the outcome, the expectation, what has been, what's there now, we need to be able to sort of take our name off it and look at it as if we were looking at it with fresh eyes. Hopefully that makes sense. It'll all come through. Anyway, and I get here very clearly, less logic, more love, more flow, and more feels. Less practical, more play, pivot your perspective, and own your powers, which is great. You know, this is all to do with 2025, owning your powers. So what I always do is ask the question again, what does Vanessa need? How does Vanessa need to change to feel more satisfied in her business? And then I always get into the next layer. So I get here, change more lives, transform. Sometimes I can't read my scribble. Transform more lives, because the columnists are really in your magazine really offer great quality. They have power for value that needs to be received by others. It needs to be absorbed. And I was taught with my hands, so just take that in as well. That was the original intention I'm getting. It's just like, oh my God, there's so many people out there who do so many great things. They need to be seen and heard and known about. And, you know, I can run a magazine and we can do this and we can push it all out there. What I'm getting there is like there's an exponential growth that is ready to happen. It's quantum leaps with the support and the kinship that is within this magazine, the columnists, the readers, and the quality that's already there. Stick with me because I'm going deeper. So I ask the question again, how does Vanessa need to change in order to be more satisfied with her business? And I get here now a deep longing that's not being attended to. This is coming from your soul. It's a soul value. It's a deep longing. It's like, oh, there's so much more. There's so much more that could be done. There's so many more people that need to be here, and their depth and the quality that they bring. There's a deep longing. So you've been running with something that works now. Well done. But it wants to create. It wants to create what the soul yearns for. So this is your soul, and you're tapping into the souls of others as well as you do this, because you are empathic. You're tapping into the soul of others and you're understanding what they're yearning for. So they're yearning for something more, which is no different to your own yearning. And that's the inspiration. That's the message that's coming through now. You are well positioned to bring something on a much deeper level through. What I also see here was like it's a resource library, a podcast, a TV show. You're assisting conscious humans to evolve. Yes, but how are you going to do that? This is how you are yearning to sort of produce more. You matter more. You have more. You want more. You want to produce more. And then I'm asking the question again, and my heart just relaxes. So, like, what's the state? Go back into the question. How does Vanessa need to change in order to be more satisfied with her business? And this is the change of the state that you are going to go through in order for you to, I'm getting the word possess this particular quality. And I get here that the heart it just totally and utterly relaxes. And I'm getting that ripple effect. You know when you drop a pebble in some water and it just ripples and ripples and ripples and ripples and ripples and ripples and ripples out. You are so content. There are no barriers to this and there is no resistance because you get it. You just go, I know exactly what I can do. So this is when the inspiration comes in. And you are, at the end of the day, a very, very satisfied woman. Can you see how that goes back then to my question, how can Vanessa change to be very satisfied in her business? It's not that you're producing more, you're earning more, you're touching more souls. It's like you are very satisfied in the feeling of it because you are doing all of that. Don't forget, this is just a snapshot. There is so much more to that. But there is the second question that I always like to ask, and I don't want to go on too long, so I always kind of just go in and get the most potent stuff. I always say I'm open for guidance. So, what does your business want to say to you? The one that it chose, the one that was the best place to run this as a business in the first place. You've heralded it. You've been the one that ushered this through. You've been at the leading edge. And I immediately get, wow, there's some heat and irritation, and it's at a personal level in your life, and it just makes you hot under the collar because you want to get on and you want to do stuff, but there's this waiting and there's this impatience and this frustration. What I'm getting here is the need for you. This is what your business is saying to you. So I'm just reading back all the information, all the impressions and everything that I'm interpreting that I'm given. You need to be able to cope with these emotionals that are going on and self-regulate and not be impacted in your mission to take it forward, because there are irritations that go on and there are some big ones that just need to be sort of cleared out of the way. Then I get an ache in my left hip, so I'm reading into my body, I'm understanding the messages that are coming through. This is all about you moving forwards. So the hips are really about bringing us to move us forward. Then complete and utter stillness when you're aware of what's in your way, what's been stopping you, what you've been resisting, how you can now, this is what you will learn, emotionally self-regulate and not be interfered, impacted or influenced by others or by situations. It's then you become the creator, you are then in flow. So complete and utter stillness arrives. You are in connection. You have profound pleasure to all things. You are in the tunnel of love, which means, because that's what I see, which means you are within your conduit of life force energy. You are connected to your soul. You are on mission to usher in what you're here to complete on earth. And sometimes that can evolve depending on how far the person's prepared to go. So this is what your business wants to say to you. Okay, so here we go. Your business also wants to say to you, and your businesses and spirits can be rather direct, rather blunt. So just listen to what it's saying. Yes, of course, we take it personally, but just listen to what it's saying, but what it's, oozing out of you, what it's supporting you with, and how it's calling you in its most powerful way that it can. And sometimes we know it, but we can't do it together as a human, and that's why I do these readings. So your business says you're doing well, but you're playing small. You have been for quite a while compared to your fullest potential. The spirits have you. The spirits love you. The spirits support you. You are safe to proceed. So regardless of these irritations, whatever's going on in your personal life, whatever's going on with you physically or anything else to do with the human, you are safe to proceed. Yet your spirit guides, source, and the spirit of your business will activate you fully. So today you just get a preview. Today you just get a trailer of the full movie. Today you just get an energy sequence program, a jolt of higher voltage. What does that say? Okay, sorry, yes, true. To surpass the calamities. So I wonder if you've got any worries of calamities and other bits and pieces. But the spirit, and I call it Gus. So it's the spirit of your business, it's your soul, it's God, the universe, and spirit, Gus. They have your back. They are going to, they can give you the full potential of everything that you're going for. The energy sequence program, but you're just getting a snippet and a toe in the water today to actually just see you are ready, but there are some things to be cleared away. So the next steps are easier than you believe as a human, if you can see it through the eyes of your soul and through the spirit eyes. Your worries for the future and everything crumbling are unfounded, your business wants to say to you. Okay, so that's the snapshot reading. You maybe want to listen to that a couple of times and just got to feel more into that. But what she's saying to you here is your business saying is prepare for us the questions that you want to ask next so that we can navigate you through. And that is your snapshot of your business, what it wants to say to you, what it can do for you, what it wants to do with you. And I invite you to sit on that and absorb it and enjoy it immensely. Know that whatever you feel as you listen to this is just a tip of the iceberg of what is available for you in your fullest potential.